Paul says this to you. New creation has dawned. The old age has passed away and the new age has come. The entire cosmos has been reconciled in Christ. You have been made ambassadors by the Spirit. And by that same Spirit, you've been given the ability to be faithful to God. And so Paul says this to you, do not receive the grace of God in vain. You see, our morality matters. Paul is laying out for us our new identity. We've been swept into God's cosmic plan for reconciliation. He's given us his Spirit, and he's given us the ability under new covenant to flee from sin and choose righteousness, to choose to be faithful in the way that Christ was faithful. And Paul ends this section with strength by quoting Isaiah 49 in reference to the restoration of Israel. In Isaiah, God says, "In a favorable time I have listened to you, and in the day of salvation I have helped you." And now Paul, casting the new reality of life in Christ, says, behold, now is the favorable time. Behold, now is the day of salvation. Friends, I, along with Paul, say to you today, now is a favorable time. Behold, today is the day of your salvation. God acts in establishing new creation here in the present. He gives us his Spirit, and he radically transforms our identity. Today is the day that you embody the reality of your true identity by embodying the gospel in our world. Guys, this doesn't mean that it's going to happen through sin management, okay? It doesn't mean it's going to happen by trying harder by all your own strength. It means you actually have to accept the reality of your new identity, and you have to live into the beauty of our worldview. Living into the present each day, being the beauty of the gospel in our world. And I, along with Paul, want to say this to you. It doesn't mean that you're not going to suffer. But even in our suffering, this is the way of righteousness. And this is the way to true identity as new creation. Don't receive the grace of God in vain. Because the past is redeemed as well as the present and the future. This messianic moment has nothing to do with progress or doom, but new creation is here to be glimpsed in praise and intercession, worked for in apostolic vocation, and above all, known in love.